Today we'll learn some Russian from real Russian people. We'll look at the language and laugh a little bit because we're gonna be watching memes. Let's do it now.
Бабушка, бабушка, тетя, 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 магазин открыто?
Да-да. I love how she at the end, like, she was not asleep.
Магазин открыто?
Да-да. So of course, first he calls her babushka because he thinks it's a granny sleep there, right? So in Russian, we can call strangers babushka, which is if it's an older lady, we can call her babushka. We can call her tетя. Right here, tетя is more like auntie, but we can refer to strangers as tетя as well. And this is where she is. It's a little kiosk. We have kiosks in Russia that sell, like, let's say milk, they can sell bread, they can sell some chips, maybe some water. It's going to be on the street, like a little kiosk, like over here, let's say. You see a little window? You can look inside and see the granny sleeping in this window, okay? So, бабушка, тетя, магазин открыт, which means is the store open. Let's keep going. Now, this one is the funniest to me.
Я какать хочу, а я не могу. Это крик души уже. Все, это уже истерика. Не только глаз дергается, тут уже валюм не поможет.
So she says, "Я какать хочу. I want to take a poop." So this right here is probably when their water has been cut off. I've been in the situation where the water was fully cut off. Not in Russia though, but in a different country where you don't have any hot water or cold water. You cannot flush the toilet. So she says, "Я какать хочу. I want to poop." And you can see she's in front of other people, probably embarrassed to say the word какать, which means to poop.
Я какать хочу, а я не могу.
Я не могу, but I can't.
Это крик души уже.
Это крик души уже. It's a cry of the soul. Все, это уже истерика. It's hysteria. Все means that's it. It's my final straw. It's hysteria at this point.
Все, это уже истерика. Не только глаз дергается,
Не только глаз дергается, not only is my eye twitching.
тут уже валюм не поможет.
Тут уже Valium не поможет. Valium is a type of medicine, like a sedative, anti-anxiety kind of a medicine. So even that cannot help me, okay? Я какать хочу. Let's keep going. This one we have a lot more words and a lot more breakdowns. So let's play it first. And the guy is pranking this saleswoman.
Мне надо этот литр куриного молока.
Куриного?
Да.
У нас такого не было куриного никогда.
Я на той неделе брал, и мы еще творожную запеканку делали.
Что, бывает куриное молоко?
Вы что, не знали никогда? Это странно, вроде бы сегодня должны завести были, говорили. Напарница ваша.
Сейчас спрошу ее, что у нас было такое молоко. Тань, тут парень пришел, спрашивает по поводу куриного молока.
Пароль Рахат Лукум.
Пароль?
Рахат Лукум.
Рахат Лукум. Да что-то вы да разводите меня, блин.
Не, что она говорит?
Да ничего она не говорит.
Не знает.
Нет, да не было у нас, вы что, такого
Блин,
молока.
странно.
So he pranks her and asks
Мне
for
надо
this.
этот литр куриного молока.
Мне надо литр куриного молока. I need a liter of chicken milk. She says,
Куриного?
куриного? Chicken milk?
Да.
У нас такого не было куриного никогда.
Да у нас такого не было куриного никогда. We've never had chicken milk. Okay, he said, I bought it last week. So he says this.
Вы что, не знали никогда? Это странно, вроде бы сегодня должны завести были, говорили. Напарница ваша.
Напарница ваша, right here. Говорили напарница ваша. So they were supposed to bring this milk, chicken milk, into the store. Your partner told you. So they have shifts. She works today, the person works tomorrow. So she's gonna call her up.
Напарница ваша.
Сейчас спрошу ее,
Сейчас спрошу ее. Let me ask her.
что у нас было такое молоко. Тань,
Her name is
тут
Tanya.
парень пришел, спрашивает по поводу куриного молока.
So she's gonna ask her partner about chicken milk. And then at the end, of course, she says,
Не знает.
Разводите меня, блин.
Не, что?
Да что-то вы да разводите меня.
Да что-то вы разводите меня, блин. You are trying to trick me. Разводите means you're trying to trick me, trying to deceive me. And so, of course, in this day and age, with a lot of pranks online. Probably they are familiar with this kind of a theme. So he is pranking her and she's realizing this in a moment. Что-то вы разводите меня. You are trying to trick me or something. Okay, next video. This next clip is from a TV show where you come on the show if you want to get married to somebody and they bring you a match. And this show, they brought a foreigner. So this lady says,
Я знаю английский язык, я жила за границей, я общалась с иностранцами, у меня есть опыт общения. Мне кажется, мы смогли бы найти общий язык.
А вы говорите по-английски?
Замечательно. Замечательно.
27 лет не может быть этой женщине между 30 и 50.
Именно случайный выбор нам много скажет о вас.
then she's gonna go show her English skills.
I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue, no, there is nothing when I wouldn't do to make you feel my love.
И что это?
Чуть.
Это какая-то
Я бы
песня.
голодала, ходила в синяках, я бы ползала вниз по улице, и нет ничего, чего бы я не сделала, чтобы заставить тебя почувствовать свою любовь.
So first she says, я знаю английский язык. I know English
Я
language.
жила за границей.
Я жила за границей. I lived abroad. Я общалась с иностранцами. I talked to the foreigners and all of this stuff.
И у меня есть опыт общения.
У меня есть опыт общения. I have experience in communication. And so this foreigner guy, she says, we can find...
Мне кажется, мы смогли бы найти общий язык.
Мне кажется, мы смогли бы найти общий язык. I think we could find common language. So meaning, of course, I speak English, we can communicate and things like that. And then they draw a random card for her to read. And of course, you heard her English right here.
I'd go hungry,
I'd
I'd
go
go
hungry.
black and
I go hungry, I go black and blue. And that's a typical Russian accent when they speak English, of course. And then she's going to translate it.
И что это?
Чё это? What is that? So, чё это is a very simple way to say, what is that? It's more like a slangish. A typical phrase would be, что это? What is that? But чё это is going to be kind of very country-like speak.
Это какая-то
я бы
песня.
голодала, ходила в синяках,
Я бы голодала, I would go hungry, ходила в синяках, go black and
я
blue,
ползала.
ползала вниз по улице, crawl down the street for you to feel my love. So, of course, you heard the English part. I'm not sure if that was clear or not what she said, but of course she's trying to trick this guy that she speaks English. She can barely read it, right? So that's another one for us to learn some Russian from. Next one. And another video of a prank. He's gonna go around asking people strange things.
Здрасте. А вы чего провод жуете? Здрасте, пропусти, я москвич. Пропусти без очереди. А вы отсюда?
Отсюда.
Не подскажете, пожалуйста, мне друг сказал, он у вас в магазине змею оставил. Гадюка.
Очень приятно.
Мужчина, добрый день. За сосиску могу доехать? Вы не знаете? Сфинктерное масло где у вас?
Что это значит сфинктерное вообще?
И мне вот список написали.
Нету такого масла
Ну как нету?
Нету.
Написано сфинктер, вот мне друзья написали.
Сфинктерное масло. Но это, скорее всего, здесь ты не найдешь.
This guy will give us a true insight to a Russian culture and real people. He walks up to real people on the street and asks them strange questions. Здравствуйте, hello.
Здрасте. А вы чего провод жуете?
А вы чего провод жуете? Why are you chewing on a wire? And then she says, завтракаю, I'm having breakfast. Then you see this line to the checkout. He's gonna say,
Здрасте, пропусти.
Здрасте, пропустите. Hello, can you let me in? Я москвич, I'm from Moscow. Strangest reason, right? Я москвич. And in Russia also we have this belief in outside of Moscow that all the Moscow people are stuck up, are bougie. So him giving them the explanation that he's from Moscow proves that stereotype, that he is bougie, wants to cut in line.
Москвич.
You see their looks at him.
Пропусти без очереди.
Пропусти без очереди. Would you let me in without the line or without the wait? You see they're all looking at him like, what? Next we see another store. It says продукты up top, which means groceries. And he says, а вы отсюда? Are you from here? Like, are you working here?
Да.
Отсюда.
Не подскажете, пожалуйста.
Не подскажете, пожалуйста. Can you tell me, please?
Мне друг сказал, он у вас в магазине змею оставил.
Мне друг сказал, он у вас в магазине змею оставил. My friend said that he left a snake in your store. Какую змею? What kind of snake? Гадюка is the name of a snake. And then she says,
Гадюка.
Очень приятно.
очень приятно, nice to meet you. So as if he introduced himself as that гадюка snake name. Then this, another cultural hint. He comes into a bus. Typically in Russia, you have a bus where there's a person walking up and down the bus to charge you. But sometimes they are small and you give money directly to the driver upon entrance. So you come into him, you see right there some bills are laying around and he's gonna give you change if you have to. So you come in, give him money, and then you go ahead and take a seat. He says,
Мужчина, добрый день.
Добрый
За
день.
сосиску могу доехать?
За сосиску могу доехать? Can I take this ride for this sausage? Like as a form of payment. And then the driver is like, присаживайся. Go ahead and take a seat. Next, another store. He loves the stores and the bus drivers for some reason. So we're gonna watch this.
Вы не знаете?
Вы не знаете? Don't you know?
Сфинктерное масло где у вас?
Сфинктерное масло где у вас? Sphincter is a body part. So sphincterное масло is the type of oil or butter that's non-existent. He came up with that name and he's asking store associates, where's that butter or where's that oil? In Russia, in Russian language, we have two types of масла. We have сливочное масло, we have растительное масло. Both are called масло, butter and oil. But he came up with a different kind of masla that's not existent. And he is pestering people in the store. Что это значит сфинктерное? Вообще я в первый раз слышу. What does this сфинктерное mean? It's the first time I hear this. And she works at a store.
И мне вот список написали.
У меня вот список написали. They wrote me in a list.
Ну как?
And then he walks up to regular people, not even people who work there. Нету такого масла сфинктерного. There's no masla like that. Как нету? What do you mean there's no bar like that?
Нету.
Написано сфинктер, вот мне друзья написали.
My friends wrote me.
Терное масло. Но это, скорее всего, здесь ты не найдешь.
Но это, скорее всего, здесь ты не найдешь. Well, this type of masla you won't find here most likely. So, pestering people on the street to give us some content. And the final clip.
Лучшие букеты в студии цветов Алсу.
Лучшие букеты в студии цветов Алсу. Best bouquets of flowers in the flower studio Alsu. Granny is into the trends. Let's watch it again. I laugh every single time. It's so funny. And the way she says it, it's perfect.
Лучшие букеты в студии цветов Алсу.
And there's actually a bouquet salon also. I looked it up. It exists. Here it is. As you can see, City Kazan. They're located in Kazan. This is the granny that was in this clip as well. As you can see, it's a real studio. Brilliant marketing. And that is all. Hope you've learned something useful. But of course, some of them require a bit of Russian knowledge. So maybe it wasn't as funny initially. But at the very least, you got an in into the Russian culture and the real Russian conversation, real Russian people. If you want to understand Russian so well that these memes are easy for you, then click this button right here and join Be Fluent with the 7-day free trial. We have courses that will teach you the conversational Russian. We have vocabulary building stuff that will help you build up your vocabulary so you will know all of these words on the fly. Check it out right here.